Welcome to Wayward Addictions, where healing is messy, hope is real, and recovery is a journey we walk together. This episode is for you if you're feeling worn down or wondering if you can keep going. These are simple but powerful tips to help you stay in recovery, one day, one breath, one choice at a time. Let me be real with y'all for a minute. Most days I've got my routine. I do the things that help, my prayers, my gratitude, staying grounded. But today nothing seems to be working. Sometimes you're just going to have one of those days, the kind where no matter what you do, no matter how positive you try to be, or how thankful you are to be clean, nothing shakes the heaviness. It doesn't matter how much you pray, wish, or want. Sometimes your mind just won't let go. It won't feel free. I woke up this morning and it started off fine. I did everything like I usually do. No warning, it just showed up. Hopelessness, worry, nervous energy, just plain sadness. No warning. And instead of trying to force it away today, I'm letting it be. But I'm still holding tight to the things that matter: my sobriety, my trust in a better tomorrow, and the love I keep in my heart for others who might be having an even harder day than me. Some days you just gotta let it be, and that's okay. Now, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've got all the answers. These tips I'm about to share, they're not some magic fix. You got to want recovery. You got to fight for it every single day. But I can tell you this: these are things that have helped me stay on my path. They kept me grounded when life felt shaky. So if you're struggling or just trying to stay strong one day at a time, maybe something here will speak to you. These are my 10 essential tips for staying strong in recovery. A friendly, honest guide for holding on when the days get hard. Number one, create a routine. It sounds boring, I know, like something your granny used to preach at you about. Get up early, make your bed, say your prayers. But listen to me, addiction loves chaos. It feeds on it. It sneaks in when there's no plan, when the clock don't matter, and when the days start blending together. That's when the old thoughts come creeping back. What's the point? I might as well. Just one more time. But recovery needs structure, not because you're weak, but because you're rebuilding from scratch. I'm talking simple stuff like wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Eat a real breakfast, protein, not just sugar and caffeine. Take a shower, brush your teeth, get dressed, even if you ain't going nowhere. Make your bed before the day even starts. Schedule something, anything, a meeting, a walk, lunch with friends, a podcast to listen to. Keep your day from being wide open to temptation. Now, listen, your routine doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It doesn't have to be Pinterest perfect or color coded, but it does need to exist. Chaos will always try to sneak back in, but if you've got structure, you've got armor. You build your routine, and then your routine starts building you. Number two, get honest, like brutally honest. If you want real recovery, you're going to have to get real honest, first and foremost with yourself. That means taking a good hard look in the mirror and calling things what they are. No sugarcoating, no making excuses, no half truths to make yourself or other people feel better. Because here's the deal: the lies you tell yourself, they're the same ones that keep you stuck, kept you sick, and kept you lost. Honesty in recovery isn't just encouraged, it's required. It's not about telling your therapist or your sponsor that you kind of had a bad day. It's saying, I want to you so bad today I was shaking. I sat in the parking lot of the liquor store for 10 minutes and cried. It's saying I still feel worthless sometimes, or I don't know if I believe I can do this. That kind of honesty takes gut. It's the type that cracks open the door to healing, even if it feels like hell at first. It's scary because shame will whisper that if people knew the truth, they'd leave. But that's a lie, too. The truth, most people, the right people, will stay, and they'll lean in closer when you stop pretending. And don't just stop at being honest with yourself. Be honest with your circle. your sponsor, your support group, your partner, your family. If they're in your life to help, let them see you, the real you, even if it's messy. Addiction is sneaky. It thrives in secrets. It grows in dark corners and half truths. Every little lie you tell, I'm fine, I got this, it wasn't that bad. That's a seed of relapse, planted and waiting. But when you speak the truth, you shine a light on it. And when you name something out loud, it starts losing power. Think of truth like opening the windows in a room that's been sealed up tight for far too long. It might feel uncomfortable at first, cold, bright, vulnerable. But that light, that air, it's what starts the cleansing. No, it ain't easy. It's never easy, but you've done hard things before, and this is one of the most important ones. So tell the truth, even when your voice shakes, even when it ain't pretty, especially then, because you can't heal from what you're hiding. And the truth is the first step towards freedom. Number 3, find your people. Recovery is not a solo mission. I don't care how strong willed or tough skinned or stubborn you think you are, going it alone will eventually wear you down. Addiction isolates. It convinces you that no one will understand, that you're better off keeping your pain to yourself, that asking for help is weakness. But that's a lie straight from the pit. Isolation is dangerous. It turns small struggles into overwhelming ones. It feeds shame. It messes with your head until you start believing your worst thoughts. And when the hard days hit, and they will, if you don't have anyone to call, to lean on, to remind you who you are, you'll be tempted to fall right back into what you were trying to escape from. That's why finding your people matters. I don't just mean being around people, I mean finding the right ones. People who get it, folks who've been through the trenches, who don't flinch when you speak the truth about your past, your cravings, your pain. People who don't try to fix you but see you. People who call you out with love, hold you up when you're tired, and celebrate your wins like they're their own. These people might be in a 12-step group. They might be in a church basement on a Tuesday night. They might be online in a late night recovery chat. They might be in a therapy group, a sober living house, or sitting across from you at your kitchen table. Wherever they are, go find them. And when you do show up, be real. Let yourself be known. You don't need a crowd. Sometimes just one good, solid person who loves you clean and holds you accountable is enough. And if you got more than one, let's go, baby. Build your tribe. Invest in those relationships. Recovery is hard, damn hard, but it's a hell of a lot harder alone. Let people in, let them see the parts you've been hiding. Let them walk with you through the mess. Healing happens in connection and freedom. It gets a whole lot closer when you stop walking alone. Number 4, move your body. Now listen, nobody's asking you to train for a marathon or spend an hour on a treadmill unless that's your thing. In recovery, movement isn't about fitness, it's about freedom. It's about giving your body and mind a way to let go of all the built up stress, emotion, and tension that comes with trying to stay clean and rebuild your life. When you're deep in addiction, your body gets neglected, either numb or wore down or both. And in early recovery, all those feelings you used to stuff down, they start surfacing. Anxiety, anger, grief, restlessness. Your nervous system's trying to reset, and sometimes it's loud, messy, and overwhelming. That's where movement becomes medicine. It doesn't have to be fancy. Walk your dog around the block, stretch on the living room floor while your coffee brews, put on a song that lights a fire in you and dance like nobody's watching. Heck, go outside and pull weeds. There's therapy in that too. Movement helps regulate your brain. It boosts those natural feel good chemicals, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, all the things your body stopped producing on its own when substances were in control. When you move, even just a little, you're teaching your brain a new way to feel good without using. And here's the kicker, when your mood improves, those cravings don't feel as loud, and the darkness that creeps in, it's easier to keep it from taking over. Movement also connects you back to your body in a gentle, respectful way. In addiction, a lot of folks feel disconnected from their physical selves, like their body is just something to drag around. But when you move with purpose, even in the smallest ways, you start remembering, hey, this is body is mine. It's still here and it's worth taking care of. So no, you don't have to become a gym rat. Just move. Move when you're anxious. Move when you're angry. Move when you don't know what else to do. Let your body help carry the weight your mind can't hold alone. 5. Stay away from triggers and triggering people. Look, recovery ain't playing tough at all the time. It's about being smart enough to know when someone or something is a threat to your peace, your sanity, your life. You ever been doing good, like really good, and then a smell hits you? Like gasoline maybe? Or an old love song comes on the radio and suddenly your chest tightens, your stomach flips. You're not in your car or your kitchen anymore. You're back in that place with that person in that moment. That's a trigger. And if you know where the landmines are buried, why would you keep walking through the same damn field? You don't owe anyone anything or any explanation for putting yourself first. Not the old drinking buddy, not the ex, not even the cousin who don't mean nothing by it. If they drag you down, they don't get to walk beside you anymore. Simple as that. This ain't about holding a grudge, it's about holding your ground. Recovery requires ruthless honesty. And one of the hardest truths is this: some people you love ain't safe for your healing. Some places feel like home, but are haunted as hell. Some songs sound like freedom, but echo your chains. You gotta know when to walk away, even if it breaks your heart. 'Cause here's the deal, your peace, that's sacred, that's go, baby. And not everybody deserves access to it. So yeah, maybe you skipped that family barbecue this year. Maybe you blocked that number again. Maybe you don't go to that gas station where the deals were made and the lies were told. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. Protect your peace like it's your child, 'cause in some ways, it is. It's the new life you're raising from the ashes, and nothing is worth risking that. See, journal it out. Look, I get it. Writing isn't for everybody. Maybe you think it's boring, or you're scared you ain't got no words, or maybe you're like, why would I write down all this mess? I want to forget it, not relive it. But here's the thing about journaling: it ain't about being a writer, it ain't about spelling or grammar or making it sound pretty. It's about getting those thoughts out of your head before they turn into a storm that tears you apart from the inside. When the chaos starts swirling, the shame, the anger, the guilt, fear, that's when the pen becomes your lifeline. 'Cause your journal, it don't talk back, it don't judge, it don't interrupt you or tell you to calm down. It just sits there waiting for your truth. Maybe you're mad as hell and want to scream it onto the page. Do it. Maybe you're sad and just want to cry through your words. Do it. Maybe you're proud of the little victories nobody else sees. Write that too. Maybe you're confused as hell and your brain feels like a tangled mess of knots. Untangle them there. Putting it all down on paper helps you see it clear. It slows your racing mind. It catches the runaway thoughts before they explode. It's like having a conversation with yourself, but the one who listens. And here's the kicker: some days your journal will be a mess, scratch outs, ugly words, tears on the paper. That's healing in progress. That's real talk. That's your soul coming clean. So next time you feel like you're drowning in your head, grab a pen. Let your journal be the place you unload all of that weight you've been carrying. It's not weakness, it's courage. It's survival. And it helps you stay standing when everything else wants to pull you under. Number 7, find something bigger than you. Look, addiction isn't just about what you put in your body. It's deeper than that. It's about what's going on inside your soul. It's about feeling lost in a world that feels cold, lonely, and chaotic. And that's where recovery gets real spiritual. Whether you call it God, a higher power, the universe, or just something bigger than yourself, then you can lean on. When you're drowning in your own pain, when the world feels like it's crushing you down, it's easy to start believing you're the only one struggling, the only one who's broke, the only one who's ever been through this hell. But that's a lie. Addiction tells you the truth is you're a part of something way bigger, way more powerful. Finding that something bigger isn't about religion, if that ain't your thing. It's about connection. It's about hope. It's about realizing you're not alone, not even close. It's about understanding that there's a force, a power, a light out there can hold you when you can't hold yourself. When you tap into that, something shifts. You stop carrying the world on your shoulders because you remember you're not the center of the universe. You're a piece of a grander plan, a bigger picture. And that perspective, that kind of humility and awe can pull you back from the edge when you think there's no way out. Maybe for you, it's sitting in silence and feeling the wind on your face. Maybe it's prayer, meditation, or just a quiet walk in the woods. Maybe it's a community of folks who get it, who remind you that love and grace are real. Whatever it is, find it and hold on to it tight because addiction's got power, but so does the thing bigger than you. And tapping into that power that can save your life. Number 8, set small goals. Look, when you're fresh out of the storm, the dark place of addiction, thinking about the bigger picture can feel like staring up at the mountain so tall it disappears into the clouds. Getting clean or sober forever, landing in a new job, fixing broken relationships, overwhelming as hell, and honestly, it can paralyze you. That's why you gotta start small, real small, because right now the biggest victory you can claim is making it through today without using. That's it. Not tomorrow, not next week, just today. Maybe your goal is as simple as walking up and saying, I'm not going to use today. That's huge. That's the front line of your recovery battle. Or maybe it's going into one meeting, just one. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water or standing in the shower long enough to wash the night off your skin. These small goals, they're not trivial. They're your stepping stones. Each one is a brick in the foundation of your new life. Each one is proof that you can do this, that you are capable. And here's the secret. Those small wins builds confidence. And confidence, especially early on, is like fuel for your soul. It tells you, hey, I'm not helpless. I'm not stuck. It whispers, you can do this. When you stack those tiny victories day after day, something shifts inside you. That mountain starts looking a little less scary. Your steps get steadier. You begin to trust yourself again. So, yeah, set small goals. Celebrate the little things because those little things keep you moving forward when the big things feel impossible. 9. Be gentle with yourself. Listen, recovery is a battlefield, and every single day you make it through clean and sober is a victory worth shouting from the rooftops. But here's the thing, sometimes, especially early on, those wins can feel small or invisible. You might think it's just one day, or it's just one small time, or it's just one time I said no. But don't let that voice fool you. One day clean, that's not just a day, it's a mountain climb. It's a chain broke. It's a moment you fought like hell for and you won. Said no to a craving that felt like it was ripping through your chest. That's not just resisting, it's rewiring your brain. It's proving to yourself you got power, that you can take back control. These moments, no matter how tiny they seem, are the building blocks of your new life. They deserve to be honored like the milestones they are. So don't downplay them, celebrate them. Grab a keychain that says one day sober or still fighting. Mark it on the calendar with a big bold X. Tell somebody, your sponsor, your best friend, even your dog. Say it out loud. I did this. Because every step forward, no matter how small, is a step away from the pain and chaos of addiction. Every win is a proof you're rebuilding, you're healing, you're creating a life worth living. And when you celebrate those wins, you're reminding yourself that this journey isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about showing up for your first day after day. So be proud, be loud, own every little victory like the warrior you are. Number 10, look, nobody said recovery was going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be neat and tidy. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall. You're going to feel like you're screwing up or failing, and that's part of the deal. But here's the truth. Messing up doesn't mean you're broken beyond repair. It means you're learning and you're growing. Recovery ain't no straight line. It's crooked, uphill, muddy trail through the thickest woods. Some days you feel like you're crawling. Some days you'll feel like you're standing still. And some days, yeah, you might even slide back a little, but you're still moving. You're still trying. So don't beat yourself up like you beat up a stranger or even an enemy. So why do it to yourself? Give yourself the same kindness you give your best friend, the one you love no matter what, who'd pick up when they're down, tell them it's going to be okay. Say to yourself what you say to them. I see you. I know it's hard. I'm proud of you for still showing up, because that love, that gentleness, it's not weakness, it's strength, it's survival. Recovery is a process of learning how to be your own ally, how to hold your hand when no one else can. So when the road gets rough, and it will, remember to breathe. Be patient with yourself. Speak softly inside your heart. Treat yourself like the precious human you are, because you deserve it. Y'all, listen, recovery ain't just hard, it's damn hard, but guess what? So is staying sick. So is being stuck in that same dark hole. So is dying, plain and simple. Every single day you choose recovery, you're choosing to live, to fight, to break free. That makes you one of the toughest, most fearless warriors out here, whether you feel it or not. So don't stop. Don't back down. Keep showing up. Keep scrapping. Keep loving yourself, even when every damn bone in your body wants to give up. If nobody said it yet today, I'm proud of you. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me here on Wayward Addictions. I hope today's tips gave you something to hold on to. Remember, recovery isn't perfect, but it's possible, and you're not walking it alone. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who might need it too. Follow the podcast so you don't miss the next one. And if you got a story or struggle to share, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at cc@waywardaddictions.com or connect with me on Facebook and YouTube. I will leave my contact info in the show notes. Until next time, take care of your soul and keep showing up.